Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Today, we're going to talk about bugs. Now, you kind of have to picture this in your head. You're out on your cruise, you're enjoying your day on your cruise ship, and suddenly the ship is infested with a swarm, according to the story, a swarm of bugs. So on a recent sailing of P&O's Pacific Encounter, it was docked down in Melbourne in Australia. They were there for the Melbourne Cup. And the cruise passengers on board, they got an unusual situation, a unique situation when a swarm of plague soldier beetles decided to swarm and land on the cruise ship. Now, according to the story, these bugs were everywhere. They were on handrails, they were in cracks, they were on crevices, they were falling into the jacuzzi, they were on drinks. And for people who don't like bugs, don't want to hang out with bugs, yeah, it could be a bit of an unsettling situation. There were comments for guests that they would, grab the handrail and there'd be bugs underneath their hand. So they're touching these bugs just trying to use handrails. Guests reporting they're in the jacuzzi and bugs are dropping into the jacuzzi. I don't know, maybe the bugs wanted a little jacuzzi time too. And even some guests going as far as saying that these bugs just completely ruined their cruise. Now, the bugs were only on the ship for that one day. They docked in Melbourne. They were, like I said, they were there for the Melbourne Cup. The bugs swarmed on the ship. And according to the story, when the ship fired up to leave port, so did the bugs. The bugs left as well. Now, naturally, when this kind of story comes out, you're going to get the comments online. You're going to get shock and, oh, that's disgusting. And, oh, the ship must be filthy. What is the cruise line doing about this? And in this particular case, look, honestly, the cruise line didn't do anything wrong, and there's not a whole lot they could do. Now, crew members were, trying to get them, sweep them off the ship, collect them, get rid of them. They do have pest control measures on board the ships, but with guests on board the ship like that, it's not like you can run around and spray an entire ship. Now, these particular beetles, while they're common in that part of Australia, they usually have population surges when the warmer weather hits. They are known to, swarm and gather in groups of up to, tens of thousands. And just happened to be the cruise ship was in the right spot at the right time, and it just attracted these beetles to come hang out for a little while. Now, I completely understand, like I said, bugs are not for everybody, and having these bugs appear on your vacation can definitely make for a bad day. People leave feeling unhappy, disgusted, grossed out there. I said, I completely understand all that. Now, coming from the South and living out in the country, we deal with bugs all the time. I'm used to it. We have the surges where suddenly there's crickets everywhere. You'll have the time of year where there's locusts everywhere. If you live in Texas anywhere near me, there's a certain time of year you're driving down the highway, and by the time you get home, your windshield is just one big splattered bug. We've all seen the videos of the crickets covering the front of houses, the frogs crossing the road, the crabs. So different animals, different species, different insects, they can have these surges, these swarms, and these, annoying instances where they just seem to want to show up right where you are. But now, me personally, I'm not familiar with the plague soldier beetle, so I did a little research on it because I was kind of curious. I'm going to throw a picture up here of this is what the bug looks like. And from the research I found, it's not uncommon for them to occasionally build up to massive numbers, swarm somewhere. But what these cruise passengers may not know, and honestly, they may not want to know, is one of the biggest reasons they swarm together like that, and one of the reasons they get together like that, is because it is time, it's mating season. So I guess the cruise ship was just perfectly inviting to them, and they decided, they wanted a little motion of the ocean. They wanted a little bit of that cruise ship experience for their mating season that particular year. So not only were they everywhere, apparently they were also enjoying themselves while they were there. Now, for these particular beetles too, they don't bite, they don't sting, they're not harmful to humans in any way. They're just basically annoying everywhere in this case. Now, P&O Cruises, look, they apologized for the bug infestation. They acknowledged the inconvenience it caused. But like I said, it's not caused because the ship was dirty. The ship didn't create the problem. The ship didn't invite the problem. They did the best that they could to handle it at that time, until the bugs decided it was time to go. So I want to share that story because, that's a unique story. We talk about all kinds of things on cruise ships, but we don't often talk about cruise ships being infested by some amorous beetles. But let me ask you guys this question. If you had been on this cruise, how badly would this have affected your cruise? Would it have ruined your cruise? Would it have messed up your day? Or would you just been like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen? I hope they go away soon because I just want to get back to enjoying my cruise vacation. You guys let me know what you think about the beetles having a good time on a P&O cruise ship. All right, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.